Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you. I see you. Thank you so much. Well, you already know who I be. Your sister T. Coffee Tea, can't forget about me. And you know my motto. It does not matter if I know you or if you know me. But because we are Americans, we are creations of God, and we are human beings, that's what makes us family. I come to you today because I want to talk to you about really thinking about your life. Really thinking about the United States of America. We've never been here before. Never in our lives have we been where we are right now. When I first started this podcast, I wanted it to be uplifting and positive. And it will be that. My message will always be of joy. It will never bring anyone down. Misery does love company, but my name isn't Misery. And I'm not that type of person. Nor do I let someone else's downfall or what they're going through affect me and what I'm going through. We're two different people. We have two different journeys to go through. God gave us all our own trials and tribulations. Some of us have to go through this and go through that, but that's what God put on us to do, and we have to do it. You can't change your hand with somebody else and say, well, you know what, I don't want to go through this. Can you do this for me? No. God made you. God made me, and God made everybody else individually. So your journey is your journey, and my journey is my journey, and everyone else's journey is their journey. But last night, the debate really had me dismayed because there's no fact checking, or there's no common sense when it comes down to the idiot. As far as for me, with my freedom of speech, I will be using it to say exactly how I feel. Now, remember, I'm me. I'm only T. That's what God made me. I ain't trying to be nobody else. I don't want to be nobody else. And I have a life. Some people are just existing. They're waking up doing the same thing they did the day before. Nothing's different. I've been there too. There was a time I was battling cancer, and that was my life. I mean, I couldn't really enjoy life, so therefore, what else could I do? I was suffering, doing all I can to just stay alive. But as I was saying a minute ago, when I first started this podcast, I said I wanted to be positive. I wanted to show love. I wanted to be an avenue or a place that someone could come and get some encouragement and some uplifting, and to increase their faith, and just be positive. And I realized that I have to use my voice right now at this time to be and do everything within my might, within my own being, from head to toe, is to do everything I can to get President Biden reelected. Right now, there's nothing more important than that. You see, I can give you all the encouragement and all the love that I have. But if we're not inspired to get out and elect an honest man to protect our women's rights, to protect the democracy of America. Because if we don't have America and we're allowed to stay at home and sit on the couch, or take the next 4 months and do not even talk to nobody about voting, we all have a part to do as Americans for America. Period. No exceptions whatsoever possible. We have no choice. Because if we don't act, come November of this year, 4 months away, if Biden is not reelected, America is gone. The Lord cannot come down from heaven and make everything all right. This is earth. It's not supposed to be pleasant. It's not supposed to be everything heaven is going to be when we leave here. But while we are here, and if you live in America, Americans, the ways, the society that Americans live in is all depending on legislatures, bills, laws, and voting. If you have ever looked around at one of the foreign countries and seen what they go through and how they live, and then you look at us as Americans, how we live, we want to keep that. America is number one. The people makes up America. So since we the people make up America, I don't know anything about you and what you're gonna do. But what I'm not gonna do is let that one person over there think that he don't have a fight. Satan is a liar. I'll rebuke him in the Father, in the name, and the Holy Spirit. He has no power unless you give it to him. That is why God wakes us up. And if God should wake me and you up, starting from tonight to wake up tomorrow, all the way into November when we have to go and cast our votes, we have better be on our jobs to do our part. God is waking us up. We have the strength, activity of our limbs, and a sound mind. It's not time to get distracted with anything else right now. Live your personal life. But you make sure for the next 4 months, starting tomorrow morning when you wake up, that's a whole nother day. Do something to save your America. It's not just mine. It's ours. It's me and it's yours. And together, did you hear what I said? Together, we're stronger, we're better, and there's no stopping us when we gather together on one accord. Every American, they should make this law. They should make this a law. I hope this will be a law one day. But every American, upon turning the age of 18, which is an adult, not only do you have to register to vote, but you have to cast your vote. It should be mandatory. The reason why I say that is because for the ones who choose not to make a decision and act, they're making a decision. Not doing nothing is making a decision. And I believe that there's a consequence behind every action. Whether positive or negative, depends solely on oneself. We have a choice. There is no gun pointing to none of our heads, making us not do everything we can to keep our country. I don't know what president it was, and I think it was Kennedy who said, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask yourself, what are you going to do for your country? I intend on fighting. And I don't know about you, I may not be I'm competitive when it's time to be competitive. And this is one of those times. I realize that nothing is more important to my life. Other than God, of course. God stays number one. He's over anything and everybody, including myself. My own flesh desires do not come before the will of the Lord. No, I don't. My actions, the way I live, is according to His will, His word, not mine. So for me, I just want to encourage all of us, can you take out just 5 minutes to yourself and just try to think about it. Ask yourself, if America is no longer America, and it becomes a dictatorship country by the idiot. So an idiot is going to be the head of our country. A liar, a criminal. He's a criminal, a rapist, an adulteress. If you want to say, I didn't sleep with no porn star, you slept with Karen McDougal. Oh, yes, you did. Y'all had a full-fledged relationship. You and Stormy Daniel, y'all just had that one-night interaction. But what the testimony shows, evidence showed, you and Karen McDougal was in a full-fledged relationship. You thought she was all that in the bag of chips, Donald. Mr. Idiot, Mr. Liar. I sure hate to be in that bathroom sometimes when you in there crying. I wish there was such thing that this is happening to you. That your booty hole is burning every single night. And every time you go to the restroom. Because you lie so much, it should be a crime. It should be a crime. You can't tell the truth if someone gave you the truth. And folks, maybe somebody can help me out because I don't know everything. But I'm very open-minded. I'm willing to learn anything. I love learning things. So maybe somebody can educate me, okay, on, when I say educate, that means where I'm finna go is stupidity. But maybe somebody can educate me on why so many people are afraid of this one man. I don't get it. Hold up. Don't take this as no racist thing. But it's the truth and it's a fact. I don't know one black man, unless they are a Republican, but I don't know no black man afraid of Donald Trump. I'm surely not. I am not afraid. And you know what? I don't understand why everyone missed the uppercut. Biden told him, he did like that to me. He said, you're the whiner. You're a loser. You're not going to accept the election. You're not going to accept it. You're the same one who sent the ones to Congress on January the 6th the last time to stop the transfer of peaceful power. You're not going to do nothing but whine. You're not going to accept it. He said, Donald, 60 courts you went through, all the way up to the Supreme Court. There was no fraud in that election whatsoever. Oh, I didn't miss it, Biden. I felt that uppercut. I was like, yes, get him, Biden, get him. It may have been at the end of the show, but hey, it ain't over to the fat legacy, and you did it. Hey, that's my president right there. That's my president. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, nobody else got to claim him. If you don't want to claim him, don't claim him. But I claimed him. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. It's remarkable. It's for me. You know, I'm a single woman. Like I told you, I ain't been tossed up to 2016, but I am not nowhere near. I love the person with the third-legged species. That's my, that's just me. But believe you me, I love seeing an honest man. That right there get your wet inside. You know what I'm saying? It's that good to me. Because honesty is needed in order to trust, in order to build one. And we know we have had both of them in office for the same title. So we have the records. I don't need to go back and tell you everything that the 4 years was like when he was president compared to the 4 years we got after he left. The world, he says the world doesn't respect us and they laugh at us. This guy two-faced at us against Putin, Kim Jong-un, whatever that, whatever that, you know what I'm saying. One was Qin Yin and the other one was Yang Zhang Dong, and then the other one was Putin. Went against us. How can a person talk so bad about our country? How can we support somebody who don't like our country? We love our country. Our country is fine. Our country is fine. Because what you want to turn it into, I bet my sisters and brothers, I bet, this is a prediction. So when November comes, everybody don't forget your sister T said it. I believe with all my mind, body, and soul that the Lord is going to prevail. We got fire up under our bones now. It should be fire shut up in our bones now. We're not going to stop. We can't stop. We won't stop. We're going to work. We're going to work. We're going to work. We're going to work until the job is completed, the job is done, and it's successful. And that means Biden has been reelected 4 more years to be our president. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I pray you join me. I pray you start talking to your loved ones, strangers. I pray whatever issue is important to you, grab a hold to that issue and spread the word. Be like a leaking faucet that cannot be turned all the way off. You're constantly running. Talk to your family members. You may have some youths in there that need to go vote. Register. See if there's somebody that don't have a car. Talk to somebody. You got an auntie, a cousin, maybe get with your family members and do a family meeting, and then do a van pool or a car pool. I'll come pick you up. I don't go to work on that. Do it. Do it. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever you can. Because in November, we will win back the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House. And we're going to have 4 great future years of Biden working for our America and every single American that resides in America. We can do it. We can do it. Don't listen to Satan. Don't listen to negativity. We can do it. It is the most important thing we can do. I realize that. I realize it. I can do this and do that and do this and do that and think about this and think about that. But come November, if this is a dictatorship country, that may change everything. It ain't no may. It is. He'll get rid of the Constitution. I'm a black woman. And I don't know how slavery got created. But I sure don't want to go back to no dictatorship country where this man won't be in control, this idiot. Because he don't love black people. I know what he did in New York. Remember the 5 boys he said? They went to jail, went to prison for something they didn't do? Remember those guys? Remember how he did the housing market, him and his daddy, how they did and mistreated people in New York? And he want to say that he has our votes because he's a criminal? The nerve of that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you ain't no role model for us. We ain't got nothing in common with you. We don't turn orange. We don't go through none of that color changing. And guess what, y'all? This is fabulous news. I'll tell you by knowledge. I heard they have to spray paint the man. Girl, do you know what I'm talking about? Bro. Sis, they have to spray paint his body. Maybe it's the type of spray paint that people in hell out here and get high on. I don't know. Because something is wrong with him. And I mean that. I mean that in the worst way, because I've never known a person that can just lie like every time. You never can tell the truth. Never. You just gotta lie all the time. And you know what gets me? Here he goes. And you know, he always does this. You know, it's been 30, been 20, and you know, wait, excuse me. He reminds me of a rainbow parrot or a bird or something. He looks like a bird when he turns to the side. And you know what I hate the most? I'm not trying to be mean to nobody, but what I hate the most is just the fact that he's able to fear and intimidate so many people. But you know what that means, right? Those people are weak. Because there is no way that if you held strength inside, that you would be afraid the one person who's built like you, equal to you. God made all men equal. He has 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 nose, just like we do, just like we humans. The one thing that isn't the same is what he wants to do to America, how he wants to change America, compared to what majority of Americans want for America. For the first time in American history, the first time, this is what I'm saying, Adam Kissinger came out, a Republican, a known Republican, Liz Cheney. This lady is her dad was the vice president, so but even she said, turned away from the party. Because you know what? It's not about no party right now. The only reason why it's about a party is because you got the Democrat, you got a Democratic president, you got a Republican president. And after these 4 years, for the Republicans that have came over here to save America, because right now, you either have to go with Donald Trump and get rid of America as we know it, and it turns into a dictatorship, or either we go with Biden, who's going to keep our America, and keep doing what he's doing to make the society that we live in great for us and our children. Grandchildren. Our whole family line is what Biden can do for us in the next 4 years. I just ask you to join me. Don't let another day go. Remember, starting tomorrow when you wake up, that's a new day. That's your chance. That's your opportunity. Make sure every day you talk to somebody. You do something regarding us keeping our strength and our faith up to vote for Biden. I really want to say I appreciate your time. You didn't have to take out time to listen to me, but I'm so glad you did. I want to let you know until the next time on the T channel. Be safe, and may God bless you and your family. And remember, God bless America. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God.